What if the world ran on solar power only? You've probably heard of the term going green before. It's generally understood to mean making choices that reduce your impact on the environment, like recycling, using less energy, and avoiding single-use plastics. But have you ever wondered what it would be like to truly live in a green world? Like, what if every single bit of energy we used came from renewable resources like the sun and wind? Well, here's what would happen if our world was powered by the sun alone. First off, this would mean no more burning of fossil fuels, which is a major cause of climate change. The world would be a much cleaner place with less pollution in the air. In fact, a study published in 2018 estimated that if the entire planet ran on solar power, we could reduce global temperatures by almost 1 degree Celsius. This might not sound like much, but it would help slow down the global climate crisis and avoid some of the worst effects of climate change. But it gets better. Solar power is also much more sustainable than fossil fuels. The sun will continue to shine for billions of years, so we'll never run out of this energy source. Plus, solar panels are becoming more efficient and cheaper to produce all the time. So it's a win-win situation. One of the biggest challenges of using solar power is that it's, well, a little too sunny. Solar panels can only generate electricity when they're hit by sunlight, which means that during cloudy days or at night, solar power production goes way down. And if you live somewhere that's cloudy or rainy a lot, you might be wondering how useful solar power really is. Even in places with plenty of sunshine, solar power is still not reliable, since it depends on the weather. Storms or dust clouds can reduce the amount of sunlight that reaches the Earth, leading to even more problems. To solve this problem, we'd need to develop better ways to store solar energy so we can use it when the sun isn't shining. But even with the best storage systems, we'd still need a backup power source for when the sun goes down or the clouds come out. And that's where things get a little tricky. We could use other renewable energy sources like wind, hydropower, or geothermal energy to make up for the gaps in solar power. But then we'd have to deal with the intermittency of those energy sources too. Wind doesn't always blow, rivers don't always flow, and geothermal energy isn't available everywhere. So we'd need a reliable backup power source to make up for the gaps in these renewable energy sources. Now, this is where the fossil fuels come back into the picture. If we want to go 100% green, we'd need to find a way to make our energy grids more flexible and reliable. This means developing better ways to store energy, as well as finding ways to make our appliances and electronics more efficient so they can use energy more wisely. Another big challenge is cost. While solar panels are becoming cheaper to produce, they still require a significant upfront investment. And if we want to cover the entire planet with solar panels, we're talking about a lot of money. Plus, there's the issue of where to put them. We'd need to cover a lot of land with solar panels to generate enough power for the entire planet. And that could have a negative impact on the environment, habitat, and food production. So yes, a world powered only by solar energy would be cleaner and more sustainable. But it would also come with a lot of challenges. Fortunately, we're already working on many of these problems. As technology continues to improve, we'll be able to generate, store, and use solar energy more efficiently. And who knows, maybe one day soon, we'll live in a world where the sun is our only source of energy. Thanks for watching Parallelish, where imagination bends reality. I'm Nova, your guide through the unknown. Want to explore more timelines? Tap the playlist above and keep diving into the what-ifs. Until next time, stay curious.